Certain moments are frozen in time through a camera lens, capturing the essence of bygone eras and the remarkable stories they hold. Just as the saying goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and in rare historical photos, each frame unfolds a narrative that transcends the limitations of written language. So join us on a visual journey through time as we unveil 50 rare historical photos that have the power to leave you utterly speechless. Number 50. Jacob Miller's head surprises. Jacob Miller, a tough Civil War hero, got a surprise from the past. In 1863, during the Battle of Chickamauga, a Confederate soldier shot him. Fast forward 17 years, and guess what? A piece of that same bullet popped out from his head. But wait, there's more. Another 31 years later, 2 more pieces decided to make their exit. Jacob Miller must have had a head full of surprises. Despite these bullet adventures, he lived a long and remarkable life, saying goodbye at 88 on January 1917. Number 49. Legends go fishing. In 1960, Che Guevara and Fidel Castro, big leaders from Cuba, took a break from their serious work to go fishing together. They went to Cuba's pretty places and threw their fishing lines into the shiny water. While catching fish, they became even better friends and learned they both liked fishing. This trip became a special symbol of their strong bond, showing a side of them that people don't talk about a lot. Even important leaders like to relax and have fun sometimes. Number 48. Family photo on the moon. In 1972, Charles Duke became the youngest person to walk on the moon. While on his space adventure, he took a special family photo. With one click of his camera, he brought together 2 amazing worlds, his family and space. This famous picture will last forever, showing how family and exploring space are connected. Number 47. Vintage visual tricks. In 1880, St. Thomas's photography studio took a funny photo of a man juggling his head. It shows how people used to play tricks with pictures long ago. They didn't have fancy computers like we do now, just good old-fashioned creativity. Number 46. Airplane under Eiffel Tower. In 1944, 2 brave pilots, Bob Berman and Bill Bryan, along with a photographer and reporter, had a bold idea in a Paris bar after a few drinks. They flew their plane under the Eiffel Tower to get an amazing photo. The next day, they did it, just barely missing the Trocadero Hotel. The pilots, who didn't reveal their names, were worried about getting in trouble, but later, their squadron found out about their incredible adventure. Flying under the Eiffel Tower became a daring tale of courage and a memorable moment in aviation history. Number 45. Stefans' bold attempt to make things disappear. In 1935, a Hungarian engineer named Stefan had a peculiar idea. He believed he invented a machine that could make people and things disappear, like magic. Though it sounds like a sci-fi tale, it's unclear if Stefan's invention worked. People were intrigued by the thought of invisibility, like in an unbelievable story. Even though we haven't found a real invisibility machine, it's fun to imagine what it would be like to vanish into thin air with just a flick of a switch. Number 44. Tesla's electrifying composure. This is Nikola Tesla, a famous scientist, sitting all calm. But here's the wild part. Around him, there are crazy electric sparks like lightning bolts. He's not even bothered, though. Just look at him, focused on his important work with papers and stuff. Even with all the zappy electricity, he stays calm. Like he's saying, no big deal, just doing my science thing. Number 43. A love that defied religious barriers. In the past, a lady believed in being Catholic, and her husband believed in being Protestant. They lived in Holland. People might think this could be a problem, but guess what? They were really smart about it. When they passed away, they found a solution to stay together forever, even with their different beliefs. So, even back then, people showed that even if you have different religions, you can figure out a way to stay happy and together. Number 42. Boxing among sailors. On the USS Oregon in 1897, amid the big war machines, something unexpected happened. A spontaneous boxing match. Sailors stopped their military work to watch this surprising fight on the ship's deck. It was a break from the tough duties, bringing excitement and energy. The fighters showed their raw strength and skills. What started as a sudden scuffle became a legendary story, becoming a permanent part of the fearless USS Oregon's history. Number 41. Johnny E's unforgettable contribution to freaks. Meet Johnny E., a remarkable actor born with a unique twist. In 1932, he posed for a promotional photo for the famous movie, Freaks. What makes Johnny E. stand out? He was born with an underdeveloped lower torso, making him extraordinary. Despite his unconventional physique, he embraced his individuality and became part of the captivating world of Freaks. This promotional snapshot captures a moment in history when diversity in cinema was celebrated, showcasing Johnny E.'s courage and talent. Number 40. The emotionally charged reunion of Berlin's families. Back in 1961 in Berlin, there was a sad wall that kept families apart. Parents from the West couldn't easily see their grandparents in the East. Imagine the wall as a big symbol of separation. But guess what? In 1989, something amazing happened. The wall, this big divider, actually fell. Families got back together, and the city became one again. It was like a huge, happy moment in history. Now, when we look back to that time, we see how the wall falling made everyone hopeful and brought East and West together. Number 39. Olympia's underwater marvel. J.S. Perez, the brain behind this amazing suit, couldn't wait to flaunt his creation at the Olympia shipping exhibition in London. It was a rust-resistant diving suit made of shiny, stay-bright silver steel, weighing a massive 550 lbs. But here's the jaw-dropper. This heavyweight champion could plunge to an incredible depth of 650 feet underwater. Imagine exploring the depths with that hefty yet amazing suit. Perez's creation was a heavyweight wonder, showcasing his genius at the exhibition for all to marvel at. Number 38. Colin Evans' clever infrared dance of levitation. In 1939 in London, a guy named Colin Evans pretended to float in the air by hopping around in complete darkness. He tricked people by using an infrared camera to film himself, so it looked like he was magically levitating, but it was just playful jumping in the dark. That's a sneaky way to make it seem like you're defying gravity. People sure had some fun with creative tricks back then. Number 37. Children for sale. This powerful photo shows a lady facing tough times. She felt so desperate that she put up an ad to find new homes for her 4 kids, hoping for a new beginning. Her dad left, and she was with a new boyfriend, feeling sad and embarrassed. The kids ended up with local farmers working hard. They found each other again many years later, but the sad memories still stuck with them. Number 36. Vladimir Putin and George Bush. Vladimir Putin and George Bush had a nice meeting in 2006. Putin gave Bush a car as a present, and they both seemed really into it, checking out the inside. But guess what? They didn't go for a ride. Also, on July 14, 2006, their wives got some attention when they visited a house. This meeting became a special moment in their history of talking and working together. It's like they had a get-together, sharing gifts and checking out stuff, making it a memorable time in their diplomatic friendship. Number 35. Hide-and-seek hero. In 1945, a Soviet codecracker, Igor Guzenko, played hide-and-seek with his face during a photo with the Associated Press. Sneaky move. He spilled the beans about Soviet spy stuff in Canada after escaping from the Soviet embassy in Ottawa. Igor brought over 100 secret papers and spilled the beans about spies. Guess what? 29 spies got caught and punished. For his bravery, he didn't just get a pat on the back. He scored a big prize, a fancy house and political protection. Number 34. Austrian troops in the mountains. Travel back to March 1916 with this captivating photograph, frozen at the Kukla position. It captures a pivotal moment, showcasing the presence of Australian troops, a blend of officers and soldiers hailing from KK Landwehr. The image holds a piece of history, preserving the faces of those who stood at the Kukla position during a critical era. It's a glimpse into the past, where brave individuals, united in purpose, played their roles in the unfolding wartime narrative. Number 33. Breathing new life into Lady Liberty. In this picture, many people are working hard to improve the Statue of Liberty. They're busy bees, fixing and improving the famous American symbol. It's like a big puzzle, and everyone plays their part to make it awesome. The workers were a team, giving their all to ensure the Statue of Liberty stands tall and proud for everyone to enjoy. Number 32. Warhorse Arsenal. Look at those German soldiers in a snapshot from the past. They're beaming beside a horse, all decked out with a special frame. Why? That frame is a hero cape for carrying a captured Russian Maxim M1910 machine gun, heavy-duty mount, and ammo box. So instead of lugging it themselves, they hitched it to the horse like a clever backpack. It's like a historical horsepower upgrade, ensuring the soldiers could carry their captured firepower with a four-legged friend. Quite a clever way to transport a big gun, don't you think? Number 31. The Ku Klux Klan. In this old picture from 1946, a bunch of people are in a group, and they're part of the Ku Klux Klan. They're doing something important called an initiation ceremony. These guys really believed in the idea of saying white people are better than others, and wanted everyone to think like that. It's a piece of history when the Ku Klux Klan was loud about these not-so-nice ideas, but it's crucial to know that most people don't like these thoughts because they lead to unfair treatment and hate. We've come a long way from those days, working together for equality and understanding. Number 30. Traffic cop. When cars started taking over Philly's streets in 1922, there were no traffic lights like today. Instead, smart traffic officers used hand-operated gadgets to control the traffic. They would use signals to tell cars when to stop and go. This clever idea helped reduce accidents and ensure people could walk safely. It's a cool part of our history, showing how we figured out smart ways to handle the growing number of cars and keep everyone safe on the streets. Number 29. Anna Coleman. Lads, Artistry and Healing. In 1918, amid the First World War, a French soldier faced with severe facial injuries received a unique lifeline, a special mask. Crafted by Anna Coleman Ladd at the American Red Cross studio, this mask was a remarkable endeavor. Its purpose went beyond just covering scars. It aimed to restore the soldier's appearance and confidence. Anna Coleman Ladd's creative touch became a beacon of hope, offering a chance for the soldier to face the world with renewed assurance. Number 28. Field dentistry in World War I. During World War I, soldiers fought in scary battles and battled toothaches. In the messy trenches, there were these brave dental heroes. They set up makeshift dental spots called field dentistry. Now, these heroes didn't have fancy tools, just basic ones. Soldiers had to endure really painful tooth removal, and there was no numbing stuff. This shows how important taking care of teeth is, even in a war. But hey, today, soldiers have awesome dental care with modern tools. It's way better than the tough times in the muddy trenches of the Great War. Number 27. Girls washing Studabaker replica. In 1934, a bunch of girls got excited to clean a gigantic Studabaker replica. They wore old-fashioned swimsuits, and the huge car sparkled on the sunny summer day. This car was so big that it became the world's largest, catching everyone's eyes and getting lots of love. It became a fun and unusual attraction, showing off amazing car-making skills. The day was about laughter and amazement, making everyone happy and close together. Number 26. TheSculpted Faces. The first row showcases casts molded directly from the soldiers' damaged faces, freezing their initial condition. Now, in the second row, witness the magic unfold. The skilled hands of a talented sculptor, Anna Coleman Ladd, transformed those casts to restore the soldiers' appearances. It's a before and after makeover, but with incredible sculpting skills. The change is remarkable as these artists worked wonders to restore the soldiers' natural looks. A touching blend of art and restoration shows creativity's power in bringing comfort and transformation to those who served. Hats off to Anna Coleman Ladd for her remarkable work. Number 25. Smoking patients. Back in the 1950s, you could find cigarettes even in hospital rooms. People believed smoking would help with stress and make you eat less, so patients could buy cigarette packs right from their beds. It might sound weird and not very smart now, but back then, folks didn't know much about the serious health problems that come with smoking. Things have changed a lot since then, and now we know better about the dangers of smoking. Number 24. Breaking free from baby cages. Today, parents believe in letting kids be independent. A big change from 100 years ago when baby cages were a thing. Back then, these weird contraptions hung babies out of windows for fresh air and sunshine. Now, parents prefer smarter ways to help kids grow. They encourage independence in a safe space, building confidence and self-reliance. It's like a funny memory from the past when baby cages were popular, and now we've figured out better ways to let kids spread their wings. Number 23. Feathered Postman. Back in a Belgian communication school during the war, a special team of animals joined forces. A clever dog with a pigeon basket strapped on became a furry courier. This brave dog's job? To transport carrier pigeons to the front lines. Imagine a teamwork trio, the hardworking war animals carrying important messages, like little feathered postmen in the sky. In this unique animal collaboration, dogs and pigeons united to deliver vital information during times of war. It's a remarkable snapshot of nature's teamwork, where different species came together to contribute their skills for a common goal. Number 22. Fidel Castro in a meeting. In 1963, during talks at the Kremlin, There's this photo of Fidel Castro looking confident while enjoying a Cuban cigar with a special style. What makes it stand out is that he's wearing 2 Rolex watches, hinting at his mysterious personality. The picture shows not just his bold attitude, but also his love for fashion and intrigue. It adds a special touch to the serious diplomatic talks of that time.
In 1977, ABC's Barbara Walters traveled to Cuba for a 5-hour interview with Fidel Castro.
Number 21. Dr. Hines' sunlit solution to stay forever young. In 1925 Berlin, Dr. Hines tried a wild idea to make people feel younger. He took some liquid from a living hair and injected it into folks. Then, he added sunlight and exercises, thinking it would make them fresher. It was like a special recipe for becoming more youthful. People were curious if it really worked. But today, we have different ways to stay healthy and happy. Imagine having sunshine, workouts, and a bit of hair magic as a secret potion for feeling young again. Number 20. Gustav Eiffel's surprising legacy in 1887, Paris. In 1887, the Eiffel Tower's iconic legs started taking shape at the Champ de Mars in Paris. Civil engineer Gustav Eiffel had a special plan for this iron giant. It was originally designed as a temporary structure for the 1889 Centennial Exposition. The 4 sloping legs of the tower, reaching for the sky, were meant to stand tall for just a little while. However, instead of being torn down after the expo, Parisians fell in love with their metal masterpiece. The Eiffel Tower became a symbol of the city, a permanent fixture against the skyline, showcasing the magic of unexpected permanence. Number 19. A powerful demonstration. In 1949, China had a big and important gathering that marked a strong and united nation. Many people came together with banners and loud voices, showing the end of a historic revolution. This event was a really big deal because it set the stage for creating the People's Republic of China, starting a new chapter. The energy and excitement in the air during that rally were something special, making it a crucial moment in China's history. Number 18. Auto magic calls. Back in 1957, a smart engineer named James A. Craig showed off a nifty trick in Clifton, New Jersey. He dialed up a storm using an automatic mobile phone system, made by Allen B. Dumont Laboratories, and this gadget became the talk of the town. The Richmond radio telephone service adopted it, making history. Imagine this. You could chat on the phone in your car without lifting a finger. Thanks to James and his wizardry, calls zipped around unattended, hopping through local phone lines. It was like magic, making life on the go way more chatty and fun. Number 17. Elon Musk on the farm. Before Elon Musk became a big tech boss, he took a picture on his cousin's farm when he was 17. Back then, he wasn't a tech king yet. In the photo, he's wearing 2 hats and holding a basic hammer. But even back then, he stood out because of his curiosity and determination. This regular teenager has now changed lots of things in different industries. Number 16. Athletes passing cigarettes. In the 1920s, Tour de France, cyclists did something surprising. They shared cigarettes. This was a different time when ideas about being healthy were not the same. Cyclists mixed fitness with social times, pushing themselves hard while having a smoke. It's a fascinating part of how sports culture was back then. Number 15. Sikorsky R-5, helicopter. On January 10, 1946 in Bridgeport, Connecticut, the mighty Army Sikorsky R-5 helicopter showed off its strength. The whirring blades lift not just a pilot but 17 people high up in the air. Below, excited ladies waved at the sky show. These were record trials, and boy did they break some. The R-5 set records for flying high, going too fast, and doing both with a heavy load on board. It was like the helicopter flexed its muscles, impressing everyone in the sky and on the ground. Number 14. 20th century clowns. In the early 1900s, creepy clowns were sent to hospitals to cheer up sick kids. It's astonishing to think about. Today, when we see these clown pictures, they seem more like scary movie characters than ones that bring comfort. Times sure have changed. Number 13. The costly 1928 fire in Santa Fe Springs oil field. In 1928, a giant flame shot up from an oil well in Santa Fe Springs, California, like a furious pillar of fire. This massive blaze with no smoke erupted at the Bellevue No. 1 well, causing tremendous losses in a rich field. The intense heat spread destruction to nearby decks, and the loss quickly climbed to hundreds of thousands of dollars. This fiery event, the second severe fire in the area, created a spectacular yet costly display of nature's power. Number 12. Woman on Niagara Falls. On her birthday, October 24, 1901, an amazing woman defied gravity at Niagara Falls. She went down the thundering falls in a barrel in a daring move that became a huge part of history. Imagine that. A real adventure. It must have been really exciting and also a bit scary. This brave and bold act captured everyone's attention, showing true courage and daring spirit. Number 11. The fun and frolic of Burbank's 1930 grape harvest. In sunny Burbank, California, the town burst into joy, celebrating the huge 1930 grape harvest, one of the biggest ever. Fancy society girls from Burbank threw a big party called the Open Air Festival right in the famous McClare Vineyards. It was a grand affair where they crowned the 1930 Queen of the Vineyards, a royal for the year. Pictures from the fun day captured Wilma Smith buried in grapes, munching on a tasty sample. Just imagine the laughter and cheer as they celebrated the bountiful grape harvest, making it a moment to remember in the vibrant town of Burbank. Number 10. The old electric car. In 1898, the Tesla electric car, made for Grand Duke Alexei Alexandrovich Romanov, was a mix of innovation and luxury. It was a fantastic creation, representing progress in the early days of cars. A famous photo by Jean-Jacques Johelman captured this moment, showing the meeting of royal splendor and groundbreaking electric mobility. Building such a high-tech car back then must have been really impressive, making people feel amazed and astonished. Number 9. Ready for action. In Vienna, forces geared up for action in this photo titled, "Ready for Action." The troops got ready fast to handle any trouble. Big armored cars cruised the main streets, keeping watch in case something went wrong. They were heroes, all set to protect and keep things in order. Imagine the tension in the air as they prepared for whatever might come their way. These brave folks were on standby, ready to act swiftly and ensure everything stayed peaceful. It's a snapshot of a city preparing to face challenges and keep everyone safe. Number 8. Botanical Wonders. This 1909 photo is proof that nature is incredibly unique. You probably haven't seen a tree as amazing as the giant sequoia in this picture. It's a one-of-a-kind specimen showcasing nature's unmatched expressions. Number 7. Marsha Penfield. Marsha Penfield, at just 6 months old, in the remarkable year of 1927, she achieved something truly special, being crowned the most beautiful child in all of America. Imagine a little bundle of joy winning hearts nationwide with her baby charm. Marsha Penfield, at such a tender age, became a shining star, spreading smiles and capturing the title of the most adorable kiddo in the entire land. A pint-sized beauty queen in the roaring 20s, leaving a legacy of cuteness that surely brightened up the hearts of many. Number 6. Feathered Heroes of the Trenches. Here are 2 soldiers and their carrier pigeons during World War I on the Western Front in 1917. They've attached a message to the pigeon, ready to send important info. Now here's a story. In France, a homing pigeon named Cher Ami became a hero. Cher Ami delivered 12 crucial messages during the Battle of Verri, earning a French award for heroic service. Imagine a little bird playing a big role in wartime. These pigeons were the feathered heroes of the battlefield, ensuring messages flew through the air when it mattered most. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. 100 years back, manners were like a dance. In their fancy dresses, ladies had the task of inviting gentlemen to a pure white dance. But here's the catch. They did it in unique ways. The rules were a song of mystery and charm. But how did these ladies create all proper but full of allure invitations? These old customs make a colorful picture of the past, where every move meant something, making us wonder what other secrets of grace and manners got lost in time. Tell us what you think about what we just shared. Number 5. The fearless acrobats of the 86th floor. On the 86th floor, fearless acrobats amaze with their gravity-defying dance. Few possess the courage and skill to perform this breathtaking spectacle. Step by step, they showcase the triumph of fearlessness, embodying the boundless potential of the human spirit. It's not just a display of physical prowess, it's a mesmerizing dance with danger. Number 4. Four-Legged Heroics. Meet Sergeant Stubby, the Boston Bull Terrier turned war hero in World War I. Starting as a mascot, Stubby became a combat legend. Despite getting injured, he developed a superpower insensitivity to gas. This special skill helped him warn soldiers about danger. Stubby wasn't just a furball, he found wounded soldiers, caught a German spy, and even became the first dog with a rank in the U.S. Armed Forces. Talk about an impressive canine career. Stubby earned many bravery awards for his heroics in 17 battles, while carrying 2 wounds like a true four-legged warrior. Number 3. Photo with a hidden mother. In the 1880s, moms used a funny trick called a photo with a hidden mother. Why? Back then, taking pictures took a long time, and kids were wiggly. Clever moms hid under blankets or shrouds while posing with their little ones to solve this. This way, they could support and comfort their fidgety kids during the slow photo process. Even though it might seem strange now, it was a smart idea to get clear pictures when technology was different. Number 2. British Prime Minister on the beach. Winston Churchill, the serious leader, had a soft side too. Behind his tough exterior, the British Prime Minister enjoyed simple moments at the seaside, taking breaks from his important duties. He liked hanging out with regular folks, chatting casually with beachgoers. This showed he was not just a big historical figure, but also a real and relatable person. The difference between his public and private sides adds an interesting twist to how we see him, not just as a leader, but as a genuine human with both serious and easygoing sides. Number 1. Winged shutterbugs. A German man named Julius Neubronner had a bright idea before and during the war. He strapped tiny cameras to clever pigeons. When a timer clicked, these avian photographers would snap aerial shots with their little birdie cameras. Imagine the world from a pigeon's perspective. It was like a bird's eye view before drones even existed. Those pigeons were the original airborne shutterbugs, capturing unique snapshots from the sky. Quite a feathered feat in the world of photography, thanks to Julius Neubronner and his innovative birdie gadgets. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.